Hey, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Carlos, aka CeeLos right here. And in this video, I'm going to show you the 4 things you're going to need before you go to the Philippines. Such as number 1, cash. Number 2, passport. Number 3, on-work ticket. And number 4, travel insurance. So without further ado, let's start with some cash. Now you'll be surprised how many people on my Facebook account as well as on my YouTube inbox are asking me this question. I would have thought that people would have known this information right here, but I can understand if you've never been to the Philippines, you just want to know, and you may get confused or anything. So that's particularly why I'm making this video, to show people. Of course, you're going to need more than this list right here, but this is just to give you a general basic idea of the most important things you're going to start off needing before you go to the Philippines. Now, before I go on, I also want to go ahead and say, if you live in another country such as Australia, United Kingdom, or somewhere like that, you still want to go ahead and do your own research, because I am in no way, shape, or form am an expert when it comes to this. I just like to teach people things that I learned from my own personal experience, okay? So that's basically what I'm doing in this video, okay? But it's particularly for those who stay in the United States and they want to go to the Philippines but never been. They just want to know what they need, so that's why I'm making this video. So let's go ahead and get right in. Now, I said that you're going to need cash as the first thing, right? Well, exactly how much cash you're going to need would depend on a lot of factors, such as what time of year you're going to the Philippines, how long you're going to stay in the Philippines, and what all you're going to do when you get to the Philippines, okay? And along with many other things as well. So basically, let's take myself for an example. I will be going to the Philippines. I stay in Atlanta, Georgia, so I will be going to the Philippines, and I'm going to stay there for 30 days is that, okay? Because it's just a lot of things I'm going to be doing. I'll be going to Boracay, I'll be going to Angeles City, I'll be staying in Manila, and I may go to Davao as well. If I have enough time, I may go ahead and go to Davao as well. I heard a lot of great places about that place as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. 30 days gives me plenty of time. Now, how much money will, except for I'm going to be in the Philippines for 30 days, which is a month, how much money am I going to need? Well, without including flights and hotels in it, let's include that out of here for now, I would say $1,500, or between $1,500 to $2,000 is what I'm probably going to need to stay there for a month, okay? Of course, that price can differ, but the only reason I say I'm going to need about $1,500 is because I think about all of the people who used to stay in the United States and they moved to the Philippines and they've been living in the Philippines for years, okay? And they say, as I have talked to them, a lot of them, and they all agree and say that you can live like a king for $1,500 a month. Literally $1,500 a month can pay for everything, and you still may have a little bit left over, okay? Now me, I take that as in, well, I'm not going to move to the Philippines, but I'm going to be there for 1 month. So $1,500 should be more than enough than what I need. Now, I'm the type of person where I like to bring more than enough. You never know what kind of things are going to come up or anything like that. So I like to just go ahead and maybe bring about maybe $2,000, I would say. So you're going to be there for a month, bring between $1,500 to $2,000 if you're going to be there for 30 days. That's what I would recommend. But again, you need to calculate yourself, because it depends on what you're going to be doing and all that kind of stuff, okay? You may not even need to bring that much. So that's what you're going to need. You're going to need cash money. Secondly, you're going to need a passport. Now, everybody knows if you're going to fly to any country, whether it be the Philippines or any other country, you are going to need a passport, okay? A passport is basically like an identification card that shows that foreign country who you are. Kind of like a driver's license. They tell who you are and all of that kind of stuff, okay? So that's basically what a passport is. It tells the country who you are. Because you got to remember, you're a foreigner coming to another country. These people don't know anything about you, okay? So a passport will help identify you and everything like that. So it's very important. Before you book your flight, you need to head down to the post office, go ahead and get you a little passport. They don't cost that much, depending on how fast you want your passport to come. If you ain't in no hurry, you can get one for a little bit over $100, okay? Here in Atlanta, Georgia, where I stay, it costs like at the minimum about $105, $110. Okay, that's if I want my passport to come within 4 to 6 weeks. Now, if you want to be like me, you want to go ahead and get that thing coming within 2 to 3 weeks, primarily 3 weeks, it's going to be about $165. Okay, now let me tell you what this means, because I think that meant was, man, that means I have to wait 6 months to go into the Philippines after I apply for my passport. No, my friend. I used to think that myself. I was like, man, that didn't make no sense. I have to wait 6 months now? That doesn't make any sense. You know, what that means is, like a driver's license, you know, you have a certain amount of time before your driver's license expires. It's the same way with a passport. I think when you get a passport, you have like 5 to 10 years before it expires. So what that means when they say 6 months valid, you know, it needs to be 6 months valid. That means 6 months before it expires. If it's at least 6 months before it expires, yes, you can still go into the Philippines, okay? But I wouldn't even wait like that, okay? Because you just never know, rules may change and all that. I wouldn't even wait. So if it's 7 months before your passports expire, go ahead and get that thing renewed. That's what I would do ASAP, my brothers and sisters. So I would do that if I was you, all right? Thirdly, you're gonna need an onward ticket. An onward ticket is basically proof to a foreign country that you're going to leave their country. It's like an onward ticket is basically proof to a foreign country that you have an airline ticket where you're going to be leaving their country within 30 days. Hopefully that made sense right there, you know. But yeah, that's basically what, you know, that's basically what it is. So let me tell you how this works. You get to the Philippines. What's going to happen is they're going to stamp a visa onto your passport. That visa means you can stay in the Philippines for 30 days, which is a month, okay? Maybe like 29, 30 days, somewhere around there. It was like 30 days you can stay in the country and everything like that, okay? So basically, extend your visa and stay there longer. Of course, that's a whole nother video, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just talking about people who want to stay there for a month, 30 days, or less. All right, you as a tourist can stay there for 30 days or less. After that 30 days, you have to leave the country. Okay. Now it doesn't matter. Now it doesn't mean that you have to go back to your country, or in my case, it doesn't mean that I have to. You know, if I want to stay longer, but I have to leave, then I gotta book back to the United States, stay there for a few days, then come back. Doesn't mean you have to do that. You can go to any country. Okay, you can go to Thailand, New Zealand, Hong Kong. Hell, you can even go to the moon if you want. Okay, but after that 30 days, you have to leave the country. That's just their laws. Okay, after that 30 days, it's up if you did not extend. Okay, and like I said, extending, that's a whole nother video. But if you did not extend, you have to leave the country. But you can always just come back by going to those other places. All right, this is important because if you don't have that onward ticket, I don't care if you're rich and you got all the money in the world. I don't care if you got a passport. That's the most important thing that you're gonna need, because if you don't have this, I don't care if you're rich, and I don't care if you have 10 years on your passport. You're not gonna get on that plane if you don't have your onward ticket. Now, I know some people are gonna say, well, they didn't ask for my onward ticket. I know some people are gonna say that in the comments. Good for you, that's good. But how much of a risk do you wanna take on that? Because eventually they're gonna ask for it. And nope, they're not gonna wanna see it on your computer or your laptop or your phone. They want a print out copy. So what this means is, after you book your flight to the Philippines, you need to go to the library and print that ticket out. Better yet, go ahead and print out a couple of those tickets. Okay, that's what you want to go ahead and do. Print out a couple of those tickets, just in case you lose it. Then you have, you know, a couple of copies of it. Okay, me, I'm going to just go ahead and make maybe about 5 and 7 copies. Okay, that's just the type of person I am. I like to play it safe when it comes to anything. All right, so that's what I would do. When you get to the Philippines, they're also going to ask you to see that. And you don't want to be like, okay, welcome to the Philippines, Mr. Sims, and thank you for that right there. Now, can I see your onward ticket? Oh my God, onward ticket. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Do you like butter? Don't take that risk. When you book your flight, print out that ticket at the library, make a couple of copies, like 5, 7 copies of it, put it somewhere safe. Alright, and that way when they ask you for it, when you get to the Philippines, you can show them that copy. Because how sad would it be? You're all excited, you're in the Philippines, hey yo, oh yes, I'm in the Philippines, I'm in the Philippines. Trying to get this party on, I'm in the Philippines, y'all can't see me. All of a sudden, they tell you, oh, you don't have your onward ticket, we can't let you into the Philippines. Then you got to book a last minute flight out of there. Okay, so how sad would that be? And you gotta book a last minute flight out of the Philippines. I mean, man, that would just be sad right there. And you may say, well, cause what if I don't have the money to do it? Then that means that Los Angeles Airlines or Francisco International Airport will have to bring you back, and yet they would have to bring you back, and they could get in trouble for doing that because they should have been the ones that told you, they should have asked for your onward ticket before you even board the plane to go on there. Okay, they supposed to ask you along with the Philippines when you get there. People, don't take that risk. Just print it. It don't matter if they're gonna ask you for it or not. You just never know. Play it safe and be smart. Print. After you get done booking your flight, print that ticket out, make 5 copies of it, and keep it somewhere safe. So when they ask you, you can show them the paper. Okay. And last but not least, and there's a reason why I got this highlighted in red. Number 4, you're gonna need travel insurance. Now, travel insurance is not really a requirement to go to the Philippines, okay? They're not going to ask you for your travel insurance and all that, and even some airlines offer that, okay? But I feel that it's extremely very important that you have travel insurance, and I'm going to tell you why. You never know. We live in an imperfect world. Anything can happen to any of us at any moment, God forbid. God forbid nothing happens to you. And I know y'all saying the same thing. Nothing happens to you too, Carlos. You know the woods. Yeah. Hopefully nothing happens to me either. I believe nothing will. But it's better to be safe than sorry because you don't know the future. Someone could steal your luggage. You may, injure yourself, break your leg or something like that. People, my thing is this. I'm just gonna keep it simple. Listen to this and listen to me good. If you cannot buy travel insurance, then you cannot afford to go to the Philippines. Let me tell you why. Because travel insurance is a whole lot cheaper than the hotel and even the flight that you're gonna book to the Philippines and the amount of money that you're gonna spend while you're in the Philippines. Okay? It doesn't cost that much. I'm gonna put in the description below. This video the travel insurance that I'm using and that a lot of leaders who travel the world and all that they recommend. Now, this travel insurance is only if you study, from what I've known, if you stay in the United States. Okay, if you stay in another country, of course they have their own travel insurance, so you have to do your research and look into that. But if you stay in the United States, this travel insurance will work worldwide, and I put it in, I put information about it in the description below this video. Okay, so that's the one that you want to use. People, it's best to be safe than sorry. Just go ahead and buy your travel insurance. Okay, I'm telling you, hopefully nothing will happen, but we don't know the future. So it's very important that you have travel insurance because let me put it like this. So God forbid if you were to break your leg. Of course, the helicopter, you're going to have to be deported back to the United States and all that kind of stuff. You have to go to the hospital in the Philippines and they're going to, once that's fit, they're going to deport you back to the United States. Don't you know that it's going to cost you between $25,000 to $40,000, if not more? You don't want to have a high 5-figure or 6-figure bill, do you? But yet, if you have travel insurance, it wipes all that off the map. And all you're paying is what for travel insurance? Well, the one I recommend is maybe a little over $100, a little over $200, depending on which plan you get. That's not, that's not much at all. So I recommend for your safety is to get travel insurance and all of that. And I also recommend, I didn't put this in the step 2, but I also recommend that you get a vaccine shot as well. Okay, it's very important that you get a vaccine shot depending on what areas you're going to, but I would definitely highly recommend that you get a vaccine shot as well, along with that travel insurance. Very, very important. So anyways, that's this video, people. That's all I pretty much have to say. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I may not make that many videos, but you best believe there's coming a day that when I do go to the Philippines and Thailand, I'm gonna have a lot of videos and I'm gonna show y'all what my life is like there. So make sure you subscribe for that, and I will definitely see y'all. God bless.